Hello, it's Nikki. Right, welcome to the final part. I'm really excited to hear what you gain from this and what you're going to do with the information. And I like to think of myself, rightly or wrongly, that I am somebody that shares a lot of information on the internet. And I don't want this just to be another podcast or video that you just watch and you absorb. I want you to do something with it. I want to see you on that stage. So if you haven't downloaded my masterclass, do go over to my homepage, nikkieraby.com, and you can just add in your name and email and you'll get it straight away. And there's some other goodies in there as well. So do go and check it out. Or equally, if you really want to work on your speaking this year, go to nikkieraby.com/speak up and I can support you personally. There's loads of resources on there, so much good stuff. So let's get into today, and really look at where you go next. So in part one, I talked about pitching and landing the gig. Part two, preparing. Part three, really about delivering what it is that you want to. But now what? Where do you go from here? I've got kind of crazy hairs everywhere. Sorry. Okay, number one is all about the testimonials. These are going to be really key to where you go next. And if you can gather them fairly soon after the event, then please do so. Make sure that you've fulfilled all your commitments first. So don't be asking for testimonials if you haven't done what you said that you would do. But this could be going back to the original booker, so the person that booked you for the event, or it could be asking people who have maybe tagged you on social media whether or not it would be okay for you to use their words. Now, do ask permission here and be willing to change names or not use a name and really protect people's confidentiality. I know quite often I've sent a few very personal emails in the past if I've listened to a podcast or if I've followed up after an event and really shared a piece of my heart, I guess, of saying like, this really affected me and I'm going through this at the moment. I definitely wouldn't want that on an internet site or on social media and a picture of my face. So make sure that you get permission and really take care of those people who have been supporting your work. Number two, my question now is it's not necessarily a question, it's a moment in time of really noticing where you are. So the tendency can almost be like a bull in a china shop, like, I've got to go to the next thing. I've got to build on it. Right, okay, where are we going next? But make sure you do give yourself that moment to go, I did it. It went really well. I did what I said that was going to. Yeah, there was a few iffy bits in the middle, but I can improve on those next time. Make sure you give yourself that space of reflection to really acknowledge what you did and how it went and where you would go next. And having that time and that energy in lots of places is going to be great. I have found sometimes that sometimes I get really frantic emails. So after I did this particular gig, I got loads of people going, can you hook me up with this person? Who's your contact for this? How much did you get paid? Like quite forthright messages. And to some people I just didn't know on the internet, but people see you and they want to ask that. So make sure that you're in that sort of calm, collected, reflective spot before you move on. Number three, continuing supporting and building a relationship without attachment. This is a juicy one. So if I've had a great experience with somebody, I take my foot off the pedal and I don't push further, because I believe that if I planted enough seeds, if I've done what I said that I would do, if I've met their expectations, I'm going to have a long-term relationship and I can work within that relationship almost with no attachment. So what I'm not doing on the Monday is going, so let me know how we can work together immediately. And it's like, whoa, they've just done a 3-day event. They need to sit down and have a cup of tea and a cake and just figure things out. You can have that lovely energy of like, thank you so much. I had a great time. Is there anything else that you need from me? And that you're not in this rushed thing. Equally, you're not going to be that person on Tuesday going, send them that nice email and they haven't replied. Right, okay, that's the way they're going to play it. Like, and have that really weird, stroppy teenager scenario. Not that all teenagers are stroppy, but that kind of victimy, like, that's annoying, or that wasn't what was expected. So keep it really clean, basically. I haven't had it very often, but I have had it on a couple of occasions where people have been all over me until they do the podcast episode and I invite them onto the podcast, and then you never hear from them again, or there's no reciprocity there when I've gone back and said, oh, would you mind helping me out with this thing, or could I just have 2 minutes of your time? And then it's not there, or you don't get invited to something, or something happens, and yeah, it leaves you with a bit of a bad taste in your mouth. So make sure that you're showing up as the best long-term version of yourself. That is really key, because if you're leading with that, like, I am only your friend if I get what I want, and I'm going to be that person, because even though the next year you might think, well, I did really well last year, so they're probably going to book me again. They may not. Their theme might change. You might not be an appropriate match at that time, but be in it for the long game. That is really, really key. Number 4, add it into where next is what I've written. Okay. So now you've done this. Now you've ticked this off on your list, or you've kind of got your stamp. You've unlocked the next level of Candy Crush. I want you to use the reality and the real life evidence, I guess, to know where you're going to go next. So if you had a really great talk, go into more detail about why it works so well when you're pitching to somebody else. So you may say, I did a talk at Stylist Live and the brief was this. I shared this kind of information, but what was interesting was, or what was unexpected was X, Y, and Z. Or I found out of 300 people in the audience, 200 of those were X, Y, and Z. So use those facts to propel you forward. Again, you are the common denominator in terms of your business, in terms of your brand, your speaking career. So be the expert, step up, share what it is that you know, and use it going forward. And again, make it really easy for somebody to digest. Number 5, build on that. I want to end with this very important point that I guess have grappled with and wrestled with over the years, that success is, so where has this come from? This has come from reality TV shows where you see people go on the X Factor and they go, please Simon, put me through. This is my last chance, my last opportunity. This is my dream. Don't take my dream away. And I am here to say there is not just one go at this. You can build a lovely, beautiful, fruitful career that you can keep coming back to and building on again and again. And I used to almost have this hangover after I'd finished an acting job in my early career, because it would go so well and I'd have such a lovely time and meet such great people. And then I'd almost have this hangover of like, what if that's it? What if I never work again? What if, was that it? Was that my moment? And now, being many, many years down the line, I'm like, it's just it for now. There'll be another thing. And so what am I going to do? How am I going to keep building on that? How am I going to keep myself in the game? How am I going to keep myself fresh? What do I want to do next? And go from that point of inspiration and creativity, rather than fear or panic or anxiety or frustration, like it's not happening quick enough. Working on your energy and being in that calm space of, it's all good, it's coming. Like the next thing will come. Oh, I wonder what's next. Being in anticipation is much more attractive rather than being like, right, it's been a month, still haven't booked anything. What's happening? What's going on? Do what you need to, what you can, and dip into your toolbox, I guess, of all of those sources, resources that keep you calm and present. If you've watched all 4 of these and you know that there's something in this And maybe people say how much they enjoy your content or your materials or the way that you write or the way that you share information. Again, there are absolutely clues here. So use them and make some moves going forward. There are two ways that you can do this. The first is to get access to my free masterclass, which is on my homepage, nikkiraby.com. Or equally, you might be ready to actually do this properly for 2022 and go, yeah, I've been talking about doing my speaker portfolio for a while, but I don't really know where to start. I can help you. I can be there by your side, supporting you every step of the way. And you can get access immediately. There's a couple of payment options as well, so you don't have to pay it all at once. You can go to nikkiraby.com/speak up. But I am really excited to see more of you out there doing it and getting paid for it, and getting paid really well as well, especially if you've got loads of other commitments on in your life. It's a really excellent use of your time, and it's a really lovely dose of your bank account, and you can build your brand and your impact, and I just can't say enough good stuff about it. So if you're interested, do go and get that masterclass first, and then if you're ready, book Speak Up, and I would love to support you. All right, thanks so much for joining me on this mini series. I absolutely love doing them. Let me know your thoughts. If you've listened on the podcast, please do leave a 5-star review. It just helps more people to find the podcast and get involved with what we're talking about. And I'll see you very soon. Lots of love. Bye.